Do you find reading books a bit too difficult? You make promises to yourself during the New Year's that you're going to read at least 12 books in the year, and you find out that it's December and you've barely even made it through one. Now, here are 4 simple steps to actually get yourself to reading more books in a year. Number 1, make reading consistent. You're probably like, wait, Bernard, I have a problem with reading. How do I make it consistent? Hear me out for a bit. Now, the reason why reading can be so difficult most times is because we have set the bar so high. Now, a way to actually make reading consistent is if you can bring the bar low enough that it's almost unreasonable for you not to read every day. Like, take for example, if you decide I'm going to read for at least 5 minutes every day, I honestly think that that's doable. And if you can't find 5 minutes in your day, odds are you're probably a bit too busy. Number 2, have a book list. Now, one of the reasons why we find it difficult to read more books in a year is because we actually do not plan to read a lot of books in the year. Now, a book list helps you to create a plan. And why a book list is also so important is because it reduces that gap between the time you finish a book and the time you actually start the next one. Because sometimes when we do not have a book list, you could finish a book a month ago and not really open another book for almost 2 to 3 months. Number 3, join a book club. Now, there's an African proverb that if you want to go fast, you go alone, but if you want to go far, you go together. Now, a book club is honestly nothing so fancy. I mean, you just need at least one person to actually start a decent book club. If you can find one person that has the same interest in reading books as you, and extra points if you guys have interest in the same books, you literally have a book club right there. A book club is essentially a meeting where people come together to discuss about the books that they have read. Now, this actually helps you to create an accountability system. If you know that there is somebody you need to report to at the end of the month or at the end of the week or at the end of 2 weeks, it kind of sets your ass on fire to actually finish that book on time. And another really big advantage of a book club is that when you guys actually do discuss about the book, you share insights. Yeah, there's some things that maybe might have gone over your head while you're reading a book that your friend gained a lot of insights from. And the reverse case is also the same. So a book club is actually a platform where you guys bounce ideas together and actually gain more from the book than you would have when you actually read it on your own. Number 4, read books that interest you. Now, sometimes a big reason why we may not really be able to read or even finish books because the books we actually try to read sometimes are really boring. And before, I used to be in the camp where if you start something, you have to finish it. But as time passed, I realized that the time it takes you to read a boring book, if you actually find a book that really interests you, you could quite literally finish 2 of those books with the same time you spent trying to read a really boring one, and maybe even 3. So if you find out the book you're reading and in the first chapter is not really going anywhere, don't be afraid to dump it, because life is too short to waste your time on things that don't really excite you.